Hi friends, welcome to our channel Selenium Tech Automation. So today I am going to tell you about what is a testing and what kind of testings we can do. So on what applications we can perform testing. So before that, so what is like a testing? So that will gives you some explanation. So I'm going to tell you what is meant by a testing. So here, so I can tell you about what is a testing, right? So here it's like a testing is a process of checking whether the developed software is working according to the customer business requirements or not. Okay, what is a testing? Testing is a process of checking whether the developed software is working according to the customer business requirements or not. For example, I can say I can take one Gmail application, so where user can log in into his account, so by entering his credentials like username and password. So after that, if we click on submit button or login button, so user needs to log into his account in Gmail application, so where he can send or he can read what he got emails, and also if he want to delete any emails, he can perform all these activities inside his Gmail. So once that is done, so here if I want to send any email, before that I want to log in, so where I can enter my username and password. For example, username and password after he entered, if you click on login, so it is not navigating you to your Gmail application, because either you entered username or password incorrect, or username password is correct but login button is not working properly, or username is wrong, password is correct but login is working. So during these three scenarios, you are not able to log into your Gmail account. So here we need to test why user and credentials is not working, whether it is there any issue with username credentials, or is there any issue with the password credentials field, or login button is not working. So we need to test all these three scenarios, which will comes under testing. But so we can do it manually as well as automation testing. So here, so if you say manually, so there was some characteristics we need to follow. So those we can say it like functionalities or UI, I mean user interface, as well as usability, as well as security, as well as load testing, as well as performance and compatibility. Okay, before going to start any testing, so we have few characteristics, like we have few characteristics. Okay, few characteristics, so I can name it as, so I can say it like, first one is functionalities. Okay, second one is user interface, that is UI, user interface. Okay, and the third one is usability, and the fourth one is security, security, and the fifth one is load, and the sixth one is performance. Okay, and the seventh one is compatibility. Okay, these are 7 characteristics we have to check before going to start any testing. So I will discuss about all these 7 in my next video, so please follow our next video as well. So here first I can go for manual testing. Okay, again I am telling, I will cover these 7 characteristics in our another video. So before that, I am going to tell you about what is a manual testing. So here manual testing, the name itself it is telling the testing is going to done by a manual intervention. So I can say it like, if any testing activity, that is functional testing or UI testing or usability or security or load, anything without any automation efforts, means human automation tool efforts, or any tool if we are not using to use all above these characteristics, so that will comes under manual testing. So I can say if any testing activity, that is either functionality testing or UAT testing or usability testing, is carried out with human activity, okay, is called as manual testing. Without any tool, if we do testing, called manual testing. Okay, so I can give you a clear definition about this one. If any testing activity, that is the above what I said, the characteristics, functionality, okay, functionality, UI or load or etc., the above characteristics is performing without using automation tool, so we can consider it as manual testing, is carried out with human efforts, okay, with human efforts or activity I can say, then it is called as manual testing. Okay, again I am telling, if any testing activity, either functional testing or UI testing or usability or security, any testing is carried out with human activity or human efforts, then it is called as manual testing. So now the question is, what a tester doing in a company, or what is the role of tester? What a tester going to do in a company, or what is the role of tester, right? Role of tester. For example, if you people will join one company, so what you are going to do? So there will be some roles and responsibilities for you, where you are going to work, on which technology you are going to work. There was some roles and responsibilities. For example, I can say, if I am acting in a film, my role is either comedian or villain or hero. Okay, so there will be some roles and responsibilities where you are working as an automation tester or manual tester. Okay, so what you are going to do? So the number one is, I can say like, first we need to understand the project properly, understand the project or application. Okay, the second one is ad hoc testing. Ad hoc testing means there will be no process, means you are not following any document, like there will be some mechanism to do testing. So if you are not following any mechanism or any documents, so then we can name it as ad hoc testing. So we can perform this one also. And the third one is formal testing, so which will be quite reverse to the ad hoc testing. Okay, formal testing is, so where you can have a process, okay, where you can have a process to follow. Okay, where you can have some process to follow. So I can say like example, what I can give you. So here I can writing test cases, I can write the test cases and I can execute the test cases. Okay, so this is the one example. And the fourth one is, so once if I write or if I am testing any application, so there if I find any defects, and I have to report to the respective developer, finding the defects, okay, sorry, finding the defects and reporting to the developer. So here also we can use any one of the defect tracking tools like Jira or ALM or Bugzilla. Okay, tools, okay, tools Jira, Bugzilla or ALM. We can use these three tools or TFS as well. So I can cover these four tools I can cover these 4 tools in our next upcoming video, okay, from our channel. So the next line is, I mean the next step is, so where what we are doing here, so what a tester doing in his company, or what is the role of a tester, right? If I coming to the fifth point, so what we can conduct retesting or regression testing, retesting or oh, sorry, not or retesting and regression testing as well, okay, regression testing. And the sixth one is, we can develop automation scripts. If you are doing automation testing, we can develop automation scripts as well, okay. And the seventh point is, once if you develop the automation scripts, we have to execute the developed automation scripts. So then executing the developed automation scripts, okay. These are the 7 roles and responsibilities, I can say you in a simple way, okay. So these are the 7. So what are all those? First one is understanding the project properly. So and the second one is ad hoc testing. So ad hoc testing means where you don't have particular process, or where you are not following any documents. If you are doing your own testing, that is called as ad hoc testing. And also third one is formal testing. So where there is some process, where there is some process to follow, and where you can have some documents to follow before going to perform any testing. So for that one, I can give you one example. So that is writing test cases and executing the scripted test cases. And the fourth one is, after writing the test cases, after executing the test cases, if you find any defects, and that those defects need to report to the developer, okay. For reporting the defects to the developer, so we can have multiple tools in the market, so which can be used by the company, depends upon their license owned or individually. So those are all Jira, Bugzilla and ALM TFS. So I can cover these 4 tools in our upcoming video in future. So the next step is, we can conduct retesting and regression testing as well, okay. And we can develop automation scripts. Once if we develop any automation scripts, we are going to execute those developed automation scripts by using of one automation tool, if you are doing automation testing, okay. So after this one, so I already told about what is a testing. So here I am again telling few abbreviations or terms which are really very useful as a tester for you. So those terms I can mention it as, okay, those terms I can call it as, first one is project. What is a project? And what is a product? And what is an error? And what is a defect? And what is a failure? Okay, these terms must and should be known by a tester if you want to start your career as a tester. So before that, you want to know these basic terms. What are all those? Project, product, error, defect and failure. So I can say about project. So project means, so there is one application, okay. So there is one application where I am working. For example, I am working for one application that is called like any banking application, that is called XYZ. So then that is related to a specific customer. So there is some XYZ customer, he owned that project called XYZ. So then that is called a project. So product means, so there is some, for example, there is a Wipro is a company, so where that Wipro have his own products, which means that product is using by the multiple customers in the market. So that is called a product, okay. What is a project? It is designing by a specific customer, then that is called a project. Product means if a software application that is designed for multiple customers in the market, that is called a product. So error means any incorrect human action that provides wrong result is called an error. For example, I can say like I am preparing one fruit salad. Okay, unfortunately I added some extra sugar by decreasing the some quantity of water. So then I am making that cooking. So finally it is not coming output what I am expecting. It came up with some different output where we are not able to eat that one. So that is called an error. Means if any incorrect human action that produces wrong result is called an error. So I can tell you, for example, inside your Gmail application, so you are entering like Selenium Tech Automation, means the characters what Selenium Tech Automation is having like 15 or 16 characters. If you are exceeding that 16 characters, it will give you some error saying that you are exceeding the minimum number of characters inside this username field. So we can consider that is an error defect, which means the deviation between the expected behavior of the system to the actual behavior of the system is called as defect. Okay, what is defect? The deviation between the expected behavior of the system to the actual behavior of the system is called as defect. We can call defect also like bug or fault. Okay, so I can provide you all these definitions by sharing one link inside this description part, so you can find those definitions from there. So, and the last one is failure. What is a failure? If any end user find the problem while using the application is called as failure. Okay, if end user identify the problem while using the application, it is called as failure. So I can give you here only the definitions of this one. If a software application, okay, if a software application designed for a specific customer, okay, then it is called as project. Okay, so next I can tell you about product. I already told, like if a software application, okay, a software application designed for multiple customers in market, okay, where market or somewhere, okay, don't take it as like multiple customers, okay, then it is called as, we can say it is called as product. Okay, it is called as product. Error means what I say, what I told, like any incorrect human activity that produces wrong result. Okay, wrong result is called as error. Okay, this one also fine. And the defect means deviation between actual and expected behavior of the system or application is called as a defect. Okay, is called as defect. Defect also called as bug or a fault. Okay, you can call defect as bug or a fault also. So what is a failure? I told you, like if end user identify the problem while using the application, called as a failure. Okay, these terms must and should have to know before you are starting your career as an tester. Okay, these are all the terms we need to know. I can name it as introduction to testing. Okay, introduction to testing. Okay, introduction to testing. Okay, this is fine. So here in this video I covered about what is a testing. So what are all the types of characteristics before you need to know. okay, and also what is a manual testing, as well as what are the roles and responsibilities of a tester, what a tester is going to do in his company or in a company, as well as the steps what he is going to do as an automation tester or manual tester, okay, and also what are all the terms we need to know before going as a before growing your career as a tester. So I can name it as introduction to testing. Okay guys, so hope please guys, please go through my upcoming videos as well. So please do like and subscribe to our channel Selenium Tech Automation.